track. Are you rolling?
Mm-hmm.
8-track. Feed, take up. Feed side, take up side. Rocker arms. This rocker arm is called the idler because if I turn the thing on, do you have zoom? Are you zooming on that? You can tell I own an iPad, right?
Can I zoom? No.
You can't zoom, okay. Well, if you can focus here, capstan, pinch roller, drive shaft. Capstan is the drive shaft. This is what moves the tape. The most important part of the tape path is that other than the head block assembly, obviously you have to go across the heads, you have to thread the tape between the capstan and pinch roller. Right? The reason this rocker arm is called an idler is because when you pull the tape to tension, the capstan starts idling. When you hit play, what happens is the pinch roller comes down and pinches the tape up against the capstan, and that's what drives the tape. The real tables only spin to adjust tape tension. And as you can see, they're spinning like mad now because there ain't no tape tension. The position of the rocker arms kind of tells the real tables how fast, it tells those motors how fast to turn so that the tape actually spools onto something. Tack idler. That's this guy here, the brown one. You have to thread the tape around this so that when you are in play, the tape, the idler is, the roller. Did I call it an idler a second ago? Mm-hmm. Okay, the roller, this tack roller, not tack idler, tack roller. You thread the tape around this so that when the tape's playing, this is turning counterclockwise. Okay. If it doesn't, rewind and fast forward aren't going to work right. Your counter is going to go in the opposite direction. It's going to count down instead of up, and so on. And across the head block assembly. So I'll grab a reel of tape and show you what you got to do. Our tapes are stored tails out. That means this bit hanging down is not the beginning of the tape, but the end of the tape. And we're very thankful for that fact, because look at the condition it's in. If there was anything recorded here, it would be in order. Drop this on the reel table. Always hold by the hub. Don't grab this way. Drop it down. Quarter turn to lock it. Pull the tape through. Usually you'll have some leader tape here. Some people like to put the tape up before threading it through, and I do too. Like to put it on the reel and then drop it in the tape path, but for your sake, so you can see the tape path, I'll put it through the tape path first. The rocker arms, you always take the tape around them so that when the tape's pulled to tension, it pulls the rocker arm away from its resting point. And you've got this weird screw guide thing. We're going to go over that. And so that the back coating, the recording side, you don't want the recording side to touch that. So you take the back coating side to touch that. Between the capstan and pinch roller. Across the head block assembly. Around the tack roller so that when the tape is playing this way, this turns counterclockwise. And then the feed side idler, we're going to go around it so that, again, when the tape's pulled to tension, it pulls that rocker arm away from its resting point. That's the easy part. So mental image, one more time. We'll do it left to right. Around the rocker arm so that it's pulled from its resting point when the tape goes to tension. Around the tack, God, see, I'm saying idler again. Around the tack roller so that when the tape's playing, the roller turns counterclockwise. Across the head block assembly, there's guides in there. The tape will just drop right as it's supposed to. Between the capstan and pinch roller, over the screw, and then under
the rocker,
the idler, so that the tape's pulled to tension. Now the tricky part. I don't know how you're going to get this. Maybe shoot over here. This is not easy. I'm taking a knee here so that you can see over me. All right. When you get the tape over onto what is the feed side, what you're going to do is take the tape, pinch it up against the hub with your index finger. Other hand, back the tape up so that the end of the tape is under the tip of your index finger. Pull it through until the next wrap of tape comes along and takes the place of your index finger. And it should eventually, sometimes I got to damp this side a little bit, eventually it should pull the tape through. So it's nice and tight on there. That's it, you're ready to go. Tape is threaded and ready to be worked with. Yeah. Come on. There it goes. Come on. Oh, you suck. Okay, so I'll do that one more time. I'll show you the way I like to do it. Spool it off, get it on the reel first. Right. And then spool some off, drop it in the tape path, never touching the recording side of the tape. There we go. Okay. Now working with the tape, you have to come back around front again.